So at the time of making this video, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I am very pleased with this, but it is the 26th of February 2025, and I am still sat here, along with everybody else actually, talking about the insanity, delusion, craziness that just insists on existing within women's sports. I thought this was going to end. We all thought it was going to end. Apparently not. And why did we think it was going to end? Well, because Donald Trump recently signed an executive order that would stop men from competing in women's sports. But oh no, clearly that isn't enough, because we now have very stunning, brave, progressive states out there who are refusing to comply with this executive order. And I hear you asking, well, why are they refusing to comply? The feelings of individuals, confused men. This is what it comes down to. The feelings of these men matter more than the truth, so because of that, we are still seeing women getting destroyed in their sports. Couldn't make it up. Now we'll get into that in just a second, but because of Maine wanting to be very progressive, this actually led to a face-off between the governor of Maine and Donald Trump, and let's just say this, the governor, she got absolutely destroyed. Take a watch.
I understand Maine, is Maine here, the governor of Maine? Well, are you not going to comply with it? Well, we are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it, because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply, because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding. See you in court. Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor, because I don't think you'll be in elected politics.
Yeah, she got put in her place, and you love to see it. But for the life of me, I just do not understand how women out there will advocate for men going into women's sports, and then these men will take places, awards, opportunities away from the female athletes. But the women who advocate for it will have the nerve, the audacity to sit there, cry and complain and say, oh my gosh, straight white men are taking opportunities away from women. You know, when I ask this, I'm being deadly serious. What are you smoking? Because it needs to be tested. ASAP. Anyway, because of this, Maine now faces a Title IX investigation. As this headline goes on to say, Maine faces Title IX investigation over transgender athletic policies. The Trump administration said it will withhold federal funds if the state doesn't comply with an executive order on transgender girls' participation in sports. And unless Maine starts to use this thing called, oh, wait, what's it called again? I can't remember. Oh, wait, what? Oh yeah, common sense. Not only will they potentially lose federal funding, but women's sports will be destroyed. Left is right, up is down, and common sense with these people is hard to find. And now what I'm going to be showing you next, ladies and gentlemen, from trans athletes taking podium spots away from women to a state representative now getting silenced because she is speaking out against this, is nothing but insane. But before I get into it and we discuss this madness, if you could, as always, make sure to leave a like rating, as it really helps out the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, and let's get into this one. So icons_women go on to post on X, in the past week, 2 boys in Maine have taken girls' state podium spots. The men who failed to protect girls are now trying to silence the women, exposing this injustice. As you can see, they are talking about the state representative being silenced, and we'll get into that in just a bit. But as you can see, we have these very stunning and brave trans athletes here. Absolutely amazing. Stunning. Brave. Oh, I bet you're so proud of yourselves. A boy won the girls' state championship for pole vault in Maine. John Katie Spencer vaulted 10.6 or 6 inches higher than second and third place tied, and an entire 18 inches higher than fourth place. But the biological advantage doesn't exist. Hold up. Here in Davis, CA, in spring 2023, we had a boy, Cullen Lily Javers, who broke the girls' Davis High School freshman school record for pole vault when he vaulted 10.0. When will this state-sanctioned child abuse end? At Governor Janet Mills. Now that is the governor that had a face-off with Donald Trump and again got absolutely destroyed. The girls are being gaslit and silenced, and the boys are being lied to about biological reality. Completely agree. And now on to the second athlete who is competing in women's sports. Another boy has taken a girls' high school state podium spot, this time in Nordic skiing. Soren Stark-Chesser placed 3rd and 4th in the state championships, single-handedly earning enough points to secure Maine Coast Waldorf's 3rd place women's team finish. This comes the same week as the President of the United States called out Maine's Governor Janet Mills after a boy took the girls' pole vault state title. What are we doing here? Unreal. Now, this is Soren Stark-Chesser, who has competed in another sport. The male sophomore clinched 3 third-place finishes in the Maine Girls Nordic Skiing State Championship in classical, freestyle, and pursuit this week. Previously, he made headlines as the first boy to seize a girls cross-country regional championship title in the state. Everything just seems so backwards, it really does. At the end of the day, it is cheating, and cheating in other sports would be called out, right? People would lose titles, awards, etc., etc., but nah, the left, the liberals, they cheer for this sort of cheating. But let's now get into the state representative that is being silenced. Her name is Laurel Libby, and she goes on to pose at Governor Janet Mills's campaign to cancel both girls' sports, and anyone who speaks out against her radical agenda continues. And let's play this 30-second clip here.
The chair understands that the member does not intend to submit an apology to the body. The member will be in violation of House Rule 401, Part 11. The member will not be able to cast a vote or speak on the floor until the member has come back into compliance with House Rule 401, Part 11. The member may return to her seat.
Right. So if you stand up for girls in sports, you get censored. It's good to see, isn't it? She then goes on to post the following: the Maine Democrat majority just moved to censor me for speaking out against their failure to protect Maine girls and keep biological males out of girls' sports. Let me be clear, I will not be silenced, and I will not allow the voices of Maine girls to be silenced. She then posed, our girls deserve so much better than the leadership that Governor Janet Mills and the Maine Democrat majority are currently offering. I will not be bullied into rejecting basic common sense. Nobody should. Biological males have no place in girls' sports. Period. Well, we all know this, but the Democrats, left, woke liberals, activists, whatever, they can't stand common sense, so they seem to think men should be in girls' sports. And just for those people watching who seem to think that the biological advantage doesn't exist, oh, you're being mean, hateful, you're making it up. 2 years ago, John tied for 5th place in boys pole vault. Tonight, Katie won 1st place in the girls' Maine State Class B Championship. So that is this lovely, stunning and brave person here. But again, the biological advantage doesn't exist. No, not at all. So once again, we are seeing men who do terribly against other men transition, then going to the women's side of things and dominate. It's the same case, always the same. And you would think the liberal women out there would not be okay with this, but no, as I've said throughout this video, well, this is so stunning, so brave, well done you. They're okay with it. But leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen. What are your thoughts on what is going on in Maine? I'd like to know. If you have enjoyed, once again, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. But until next time, it has been your host, JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace. So, by the way, for any dudes out there in Maine, if you're doing terrible in sports, just claim to identify as a woman and, you know, Governor Janet Mills will be more than happy to allow you to go and compete against women and dominate. What an absolute joke.